Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter, and today I want to answer a question that I've gotten multiple times over the past few weeks, and that is, what do you think is going to happen if the Democrats win in Georgia, win the Senate, have the House, and the presidency? What's that going to look like? This channel is proud to be supported by the Firearms Policy Coalition. Now, these are the guys that are going to be on the front lines fighting back against any unconstitutional infringements that come our way. So if you're not a member yet, make sure you go in the link in the description box or link wherever and get over there. Become a member. Donate when you can. Also, buy Blackout Coffee. If you guys drink coffee like I do on a pretty much daily basis or multiple times a day, check out Blackout Coffee. I have a discount code for them as well. And also check out the USCCA. Links for all those will be in the description box. Let's get started. Now, my answer to this question is always the same. If you're worried about what's going to happen and you wonder what's going to happen if the Democrats win in Georgia today, you don't need to. You don't need a crystal ball. You don't have to see into the future, and you don't even have to guess. We have prime examples of what happened when the Democrats take over all branches of government. One great example is going to be California. California has been run by Democrats for a long time, and even more recently, the Democrats now have a supermajority in California, meaning that the other party only has members kind of sprinkled in across the state government. And their numbers are so low that even if they were to vote against everything that the Democrats did, it wouldn't even make a dent. And so they're ignored. And so that means that essentially California is a one-party system. And so you want to see what's going to happen to the rest of the country if the Democrats take over everything, just take a look at California. That's probably your best example. As a matter of fact, California is pretty much a blueprint for all of the infringements and all the negative things that we see across the country. There's a lot of great people in California. I know a lot of great patriots out there. A lot of good people who vote the other way, who vote the right way for the Constitution. And those people are basically oppressed on a daily basis. You know, they live a difficult life in California. I can tell you because I used to be one of them. So again, all you have to do is look at California. Or more recently, if you'd like to see what happens when things actually change, take a look at what happened in Virginia. Virginia, the moment they flipped blue, one of the first things they did is try and infringe on our rights. That was one of the first things that they did. So once the people that were voted in, that were Democrats, were voted into office, the first thing that they decided to do was infringe on our rights. That's exactly what's going to happen if the Democrats win in Georgia. We'll basically have Washington, we'll have California, we'll have Virginia, except it's going to be over the entire country. You're going to see taxes go up, you're going to see homelessness, you're going to see social programs and things like that that obviously we're going to have to pay for. It is a nightmare scenario. Now, if you want even more specific details about what could happen, that's not very hard to find either. All you have to do is go over to their website and read their platform. Read what they're running on. They're not running on American values. They're not running on what this country was founded on. They're not running on the Bill of Rights and equal justice under the law. They're running on something completely different. They say it openly and in public that they're running to change the country fundamentally. Change the country. This country that has grown so much, that's obviously had a pretty rough start, right? But even in the very beginning, the founders knew that there are individual liberties and there are freedoms that each person should enjoy. And so in the very beginning, they wrote a document called the Bill of Rights. And that Bill of Rights basically is rules for the government. It's not rules for us. It's not telling us what we can or can't do. As a matter of fact, it just tells the government, hey, you have to leave the people alone when it comes to free speech. You have to leave people alone when it comes to religion. People are allowed to do whatever they want when it comes to religion. When it comes to assembly, when it comes to our Second Amendment. You know, all of these things were enshrined in our Bill of Rights to give government rules on what they can or can't pass. And that's one of the things that they want to fundamentally change. For them, the Constitution, which should be a solid wall that stops them from going anywhere past the point of infringing on those rights, is just a speed bump. It's in their way. And instead of being an immovable object and something that is very difficult to get through, they basically want to go around it and they want to change things. And that's one of the things that they said they want to change. They want to change our way of life from being a way of life where we're not dependent on the government, but we're dependent on ourselves. and our own willingness to get up in the morning and do our jobs, our own willingness to be motivated and get out there and not only make your life better, but make this country better, and patriotism. And they hate all of that. None of that is what they're running on. So the original founding values of this country are no good to them. They do not like restrictions. You can't have power if one piece of paper says that your power is limited. And so what are they going to try and do? They're going to try and go after even more power, even if it means going around that document. And so with a complete majority, if they have a majority in the Senate, the House, and they have the president, the vice presidency, and so forth, they will find ways around it. And that is, I guarantee you, the game plan is to fundamentally change this country from the inside out. Now, obviously, it's up to us to make sure that that doesn't happen. You know, we're the stewards of the Constitution. The government is just there to protect us from foreign invaders and things like that. They're just there to make sure that this country runs smoothly and runs safely. But they've overstepped their boundaries for, a century now. And as time has gone on, they've grown to feel like they're more powerful than they actually are. They're just simply representatives of the people. They're no more powerful than you and I. They may be able to create law, they might be able to make law, but that's only because we gave them the power to do that. Not the power to overstep their boundaries, not the power to do things that actually infringe on the Constitution or infringe on our rights. We didn't give them that power, so if they do that, then they're obviously overstepping their office. And so what I'm saying is, if you want to be able to see what happens if the Democrats win in Georgia, they take the presidency and they hold all branches of government. Expect to see what you see in states like California.